identify those who are really within the state of relative marginalization.
Absolutely.
That's the substantive equality argument. And if you can do that between the general communities and backward castes, why can you not apply the same principle?
The same principle there.
The second approach is the federal argument.
Yes.
That every state within the nation is peculiarly conversant with the conditions of the castes and communities which are prevalent in that state.
So right.
And therefore, what Parliament has done is to basically cast and flight for the entirety of the nation. But that does not take away the power of every state within its own territory. Say that these are the communities within my state
Yes.
who are particularly marginalized,
Yes.
are worthy of special attention.
Benefits, as they call it,
benefits. And there is nothing in the constitutional structure to prevent the state from doing that, because it ultimately holds responsibility to its own risk.
Absolutely. But now, what this is not saying is the ultimate argument, which they rightly note, is for the Parliament.
You must have done some exercise.
Yes.
In
identifying the backward within the backward.
Within the backward.
And because of that, absolutely. But now
what are the parameters or the considerations you've taken into identifying?
Various reports will show that those people are two things. One, they continue to be backward, and or in spite of being what they are not adequately represented in services and state. These are two parameters. One, are they really the backward within the backward? Two, whether they are backward within the backward or not so backward, or forward backward or backward forward, they are still not represented. So there is something lacking somewhere in the matter of policy. And that is what the state seeks to address.
Now, specifically, do we have some population data on what is the total population of SCs in Punjab, and what is the population of the Balmikis and Madhavisis within that group of SCs?
We do. They're all statistically available. But why I am not stressing upon that is because the reference to your lordship's primarily.
It's not a numerical argument.
It's not a numerical argument. The argument is, first of all, can you do it? As Mrs. Nath is correctly put, can you do it? If you can, and the answer is yes, who is to do it? Parliament, state, executive, legislative. And if who is to do it is determined, then how that state do it, how is not the issue.
Now, we are not sort of laid down the jurisprudential framework in the first part of the proposition. Now, why don't you go into the nitty-gritty of it?
Yes.
So, the statutory provision.
I will come to that in just
Then we look at Chinaya.
Yes.
And why we look at the law before Chinaya and after Chinaya. Chinaya is 2005. Chinaya has then been overtaken by a lot of law on the
absolutely.
subject.
Now, why I am trying to distinguish that argument is that Chinaya proceeds on the basic premise that exercise of power for the purposes of identifying the backward within the backward
is only of Parliament.
Is only of the Parliament, and any exercise by the state to that effect tinkers with that power. What Chinaya has possibly failed, we go through the judgment and see if I am correct, is that 16(4) is an independent provision which has to be exercised by the state, either center or the state government. The powers which give the enabling provision, an exercise to be conducted by forming an opinion, is totally within the legislative domain and the executive domain of the state government. There, Parliament does not fit. So the distinction is, for instance, that there is a room in which benefits are being provided. In common parlance, 341 and 342 are the paths with which you get into the room. That's all. Are you entitled to be in the room or not? The President decides first list, which is a one-time exercise by the President, that whether you're entitled to be in the room or not. Then, as common culture goes, we have VIP passes. So then the Parliament decides that whether who's in the room is entitled to be in the room or to be displaced from the room, or who's outside can be given an entry into the room. There are two different exercises. One is a one-time exercise by the President. He issues an order in 1950 for Punjab, let's say, that these 26 castes are entitled to be